Hey there, guys. What's going on? It's time for 30 books in 30 weeks, and this is my anniversary week. So I'm geeked. So excited. It's been an amazing journey so far, and I can't wait. It was exciting last year because it was like the big five, right? It was 5 years post domestic violence. It was 5 years fully recovered as a domestic violence champion. Um, it was like the work was my personal healing work for the most part was over, and I was in a position to be able to share it out. And so, hey Jason, what's going on, Mark? Um, and so now I'm like, wow, another whole year has gone by. It's been 6 years since that trauma. And I look back now and I'm like, wow, my life is freaking amazing. Who would have known that 6 years after I was brutally beaten by someone who I loved, and we're going to talk about love tonight, um, that I would be in this place, in this space, doing the work that I do, helping other women. So it's incredible. Um, Anyway, so 30 books in 30 weeks is what we're here for. As you guys come in, share the video out. I'm going to ask a powerful question tonight, and I challenge each of you to inbox me your answers once you've thought about it. So share this video out. Invite some other folks in to join us because we're going to talk about love for a minute. Just for a minute. Not too long, but just for a minute, we're going to talk about love. So as you guys come in, for those of you who may not know who I am, my name is Marcy Batiste. I am the I'm so excited. I am a public speaker, I'm an author, and I am a reality-based success and recovery trainer, which is all stemming from my experience with domestic violence and that healing journey, and then being able to now, 6 years later, being able to help other people achieve the same level of success and happiness and recovery and healing that I've experienced. And it is so, so, so amazing. And so tonight, we're doing 30 books in 30 weeks. We're on week 16 out of the 30, so we're more than halfway there on that. Like, we're just, everything is just, all the pieces are coming together. Laser coaching starts back up this week. I'm super excited. So, tonight, this week, so all week, 30 books in 30 weeks, I invest an entire week on various personal development books. So, week before last, I did Love Miscarriage. And this week, and then we talked about how we think last week in Battlefield of the Mind. Hey, Gregory. And then this week, we're going to talk about love and our relationship with love. And the book is called Healing by Design. It is actually the companion thought guide that goes with Love Miscarriage. What this book is designed to do was to kind of walk you through the process of thinking about how you think about love, how you become in relation with other people, and how you set up your relationships with other people. And I created the book to go with Love Miscarriage because what I've discovered over the years is that it's a whole lot easier to talk about other people than it is to talk about yourself. And it's a whole lot easier to see where other people misstep and fall down than it is from the bottom, from the floor, from the ground, to see where you misstepped and you fell down. And so this allows you to think about how you think about love and think about how you may have handled situations differently in this relationship scenario from Love Miscarriage without ever truly having to expose your secrecies. And the very first question in the book, and this is the only thing we're going to talk about tonight, I'm going to ask y'all this question. I truly beg of you tonight, if you don't ever share anything else I do, please share this video out, because I'm going to ask a powerful question here in a minute. It's the very first thing when you open up the book. It's got a quick word from me as the author, and then the very first question is on the very first page, and that's the question I'm going to ask y'all tonight. But before I share the question, I just want to say that we don't often know what we want, but yet we go out and seek it. And love is a perfect example of that. So many times we're all like, oh my God, I want to be in a relationship. I just want to be loved and blah, 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 blah. But we have no clue. We have no frame of reference. Many times, family situations are in such breakdown that we've never even witnessed what love looks like to be able to have an idea of what we need it to be for us. And then we definitely haven't taken the time to unpack all of our own crap from back in the day and leading up to present day to be able to say, you know what? That didn't work. That didn't work for me. Don't care for that quality. Nope, that characteristic isn't going to do it for me. And so we're left out there seeking something that we don't even know what we're looking for. It's like literally looking for love until you know what you're looking for is like on a mission to find freaking Bigfoot. Like, you've heard that it exists and you might even believe it, but you have yet to see a Sasquatch, right? You don't know what Bigfoot look like, but you're out there on the daily searching for Bigfoot and you don't know what you're looking for. That's how most of us pursue love. That's how most of us pursue relationships. And so what happens is you jump all in, like Jenna did in Love Miscarriage. You jump all in, and then you figure out, like, dang, like, where am I? You don't even know where you are anymore, let alone how you got there, what brought you there. And in some cases, when it's time to go, you don't know how to leave because you don't know how you got there. So if you don't know how you went in the door, how are you going to find the door to get back out? But we don't think about that when we think about relationships. So we don't think about love. We don't think about thinking about love. Hey, Samantha. And so going out, like I said, looking for love and you don't know what you're looking for is like looking for Bigfoot. You can search a lifetime and never ever find what you're looking for. Be in and out of relationships with various people in various stages, in various phases, at various ages, and never, ever, ever feel complete. Never feel like you were loved. Because guess what? You got to know what it is that you're looking for so that you can identify when you find it. If you're looking for Bigfoot and you don't know what Bigfoot look like, he could be sitting on the couch next to you. He could be sitting in the airport. You walk right past him. I didn't know that was Bigfoot. That's what looking for love is if you don't know what you're looking for is like. So here's the question. It's in the very first page of Healing by Design. And like I said, this is companion thought guide that goes with my book, Love Miscarriage. The question I want to ask, and I ask every person who reads my book, who I have this conversation with, the very first question. First of all, there's a quote, one of my favorite personal quotes. And it's something that I used to have stickers all over my bathroom mirror when I was on recovery from domestic violence. And one of them I wrote, it said, "You will never be able to love anyone enough to make them love you back." And so many of us we're so broken, but we're so searching and we're so desiring that we really truly think, if I love them enough, I can make this work. I can change them. I can change me. I can, trust me, boo-boo. Ha! I've been there, done that. It doesn't work. And that was a reminder to myself. That was one of the sticky notes. I shared another sticky note earlier today that I used to have on my bathroom mirror. And so for this week, I'm going to share a lot of these little quotes that really helped me move from a space of seeking love to finding love within, and being able to, more importantly, know what it is I'm looking for so that I can identify when something's not right. When I know, like, you cute, but you ain't special, boo. You're not for me, because everything that look good ain't good for you, right? Eat too much chocolate, you're going to get sick. That's a fact. And that's how it is with toxic relationships. But because we're not knowing what we're truly looking for in love, then we'll find little bits and pieces and try and compile them together and try and compensate. And we try and think that we can love somebody enough to make them love us back. But here's the kicker. Even if you get them to love you back, they might not love you in the way that you need to be loved, because they just don't have the capacity. And we've talked about that earlier in one of the other books earlier this month. So here's the question, and this is the question I challenge all of y'all. Share this video out. Please share this video out, because I want y'all to ask this question. I want you to ask this question of your homegirls, your homeboys, your best friends, Even your frenemies, hell, I don't care. Ask the question, because these are questions, these are conversations we're not having. And then we're wondering why our relationships are failing, why we're miserable, we're unhappy, and why, in my case, it ended in domestic violence. Because things that I thought were love weren't love at all. They were mechanisms for control, they were mechanisms for shifting power. And so if you don't know what love looks like, you'll never be able to find it. You'll mistaken things such as power, control, obsession for love. And it's not. So here's the question. And then I'm going to get off of here. Here's the question. Very simple. 5 words. How do you define love? We'll repeat that. How do you define love? That's from Healing by Design. It's designed to heal. It's designed to heal our hearts and our minds as we're conditioned to think about love and relationships. And so you can see now why the buildup for what I've been talking about tonight is, how do you define love? Because if you don't know, boo-boo, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. And more likely and more often than not, you're going to find yourself in places of unhappiness, discontent, frustration, dissatisfaction, all kinds of negative realities will come to pass because you sought something that you didn't know what it looked like. You were out there looking for Bigfoot and you didn't know what a Sasquatch looked like. Okay? How do you, thank you, Camila. How do you define love? And then before I go, I want to share with you some of the things that when I thought about this for myself, because y'all know much of my work is from experience. Reality-based success and recovery training is because it's based in reality. It's been proven. It's been tested. It's a fact. I was my own first client on many occasions. So this is for me what love means and the way I define love. And love to me, it adds and it doesn't subtract. It's a whole person plus a whole person equals abundance. So many people go into relationships in a space of lack. They want someone, like the famous line in what's that movie, in Jerry Maguire, you complete me. While that's dramatic for the movies, it sucks for reality. And it sucks if you're living in a place where you're expecting someone else to complete you. And that's the space that I lived in for many years. So it adds and it doesn't subtract. It's a whole person plus whole person equals abundance. For me, love means communication. For me, love means being able to be 100% completely vulnerable. It means being able to leave my mask on the kitchen table and not being afraid of being judged in my own home. It means having somebody that's going to have my back. Not because I'm always right. Not because I need them to defend me. But I want someone who's going to be there as a source of support. I don't need you to fight my battles. I just need you to hold me up when I'm about to fall. And sometimes, even if you let me fall down, I just need to know you're going to give me a hand back up. Communication is so important to me. I can't say communication enough because I'm a talker, I'm a writer, I'm a storyteller. And so for me, I need all the details. One of my mentors calls me the reporter because I always need all the details. Like I got 500 questions to get to one. I can't just take it. I have to ask questions. And so what I tell people oftentimes, a lot of people ask me, why are you still single? And this is my answer. Because many people like the idea of me, but few are capable of accepting the reality of me. And that's real talk. And I'm okay with that. I'm so totally okay with that. Because what I know to be true is I know what love looks like for me. And so when it presents itself in the person, I'll be able to recognize it. And it's a whole person plus a whole person equals abundance. That's how I define love. It adds and it does not subtract. That's it for me. Healing by Design. Please, you guys, share this video out. Make sure you ask somebody that question. The next time you have the opportunity to get in relation with someone, ask them, how do you define love? And it doesn't have to be an intimate partner. So let's not mistake. When I talk about relationships and being in relation, I'm talking about everybody. Because I can't even be your friend if I can't love you in a certain way. And I can't trust you that we're on an even footing. We can be acquaintances, certainly. We can be associates. We can be comrades. We can be a whole hell of a lot of things. But we can't fully be in relation until I can trust you in that love space. And so being able to define, even in a platonic relationship, in a friendship, in a family relationship, what does love look like for you in those different scenarios? Because it's very different. So what you might need from a sexual partner or intimate partner, you don't need that from your grandmama, right? So how do you define love? I challenge you to ask yourself that question. More importantly, I challenge you to inbox me the answer. I'm just curious because I'm a reporter, right? So that's for tonight. This is the book we're going to work out of this week. So you can already see it's about to be on and popping all week long because we're going to talk about how you think about love, if you think about love. And like I said, it's anniversary of my domestic violence recovery. So stay tuned. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. I just shared a discount for 60 days laser focus program for raising the bar. It starts this week. So there's a blitz going on for the next 48 hours for that. I'll be doing some giveaways throughout the week. So just stay tuned, you guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be a super hot week. We're about to celebrate. We're about to celebrate stopping the violence. We're about to celebrate finding your voice. We're about to celebrate womanhood. We're about to celebrate sisterhood. Whole 9 yards. It's on for this week. So y'all have a great night. Tell me, inbox me, share the video out. How do you define love? I challenge you to ask yourself that question and share the answer with me. Have a good night. Thanks for living life on Mars, y'all.